Good morning. I'm Fabio Del Mestre, President of IOA. This is a quick video to demonstrate the differences between two recliner mechanisms. They do the same thing but in different ways, and obviously there's a trade-off going from one to the other. First of all, I would like to say that the samples behind me are just to demonstrate the mechanism. These don't match the style of the chair that you have chosen. You have chosen the kangaroo chair that you can see in the photograph. Okay, so again, the samples behind me are not in the kangaroo style that you just saw, and that is what you have ordered, but they have the mechanisms that can go on the kangaroo recliner. We have two samples, each one with a recliner mechanism that goes flat and into Trendelenburg. But they do it in different ways, and there's a trade-off in benefits going from one to the other. The first sample has a levered mechanism. So a user will sit on the chair, moves the lever to elevate the footrest, and then this small plastic finger pull to adjust the back. There are incremental adjustments, and you can go all the way to a flat position. To get out of the chair, a user would use the lever to lower the footrest mechanism. Notice that this is a direct connection. Every inch of movement in the lever corresponds to an inch of movement on the footrest. So the lever actually does move the footrest mechanism. On the other sample, this is a leverless mechanism. It has a small finger pull. It's a small plastic lever. When a user pulls that lever, the footrest jumps out. Notice that there's no direct correspondence between the movement of the lever and the movement of the footrest. What this small plastic lever does, it moves the footrest forward just enough until springs take over and move the footrest the rest of the way. To get out of the chair, the user would have to pull the lever to unlock the footrest mechanism and use their leg muscles to push it all the way back in. So there's no lever to help retracting the footrest. The user would have to use their leg muscles. It is not a hard thing to do for a healthy patient, but it could be a difficult thing to do for a elderly or a weakened patient. Another difference between the two. The levered mechanism has a feature that we call a fall prevention footrest. It happens quite frequently in hospitals that a user forgets that they have to lower the footrest before exiting the chair. They might forget that the lever is even there. So what they will do is just scoot forward and forward and forward until they are really sitting on the footrest. In all recliners but this one, this would end up in a patient fall. We designed and developed a special mechanism working with the University of Michigan about a year ago. And the University of Michigan was trying to curb the high rate of patient falls. They came to us and we developed this special recliner that will not only support a patient up to 300 pounds sitting on a footrest, but the whole chair is also balanced so it does not tip forward. On the finger pull recliner, we cannot offer such a feature. If the user forgets that there is a finger pull here that would unlock the footrest, and they just start scooting forward and forward, just like I demonstrated in the other chair, they'll get to the point where they will be sitting on the footrest and the footrest will collapse, and this could result in a fall. So that is a difference between the two. The third difference has to do with the way that staff can assist patients on the recliner that cannot help move the footrest themselves or the back. Emily Pierce right now is going to act as a patient. She is going to start with the finger-pulled recliner. If she were reclined, and let's say she does not have the strength to retract the footrest with her own leg, what staff would have to do is push with their arm, and sometimes they do it with their feet, while out pulling the finger pull, and push the footrest down with their hands. That unfortunately involves invading the personal space of the patient and also requires a little bit of an awkward movement. On the other chair, on the other hand, if the patient is sit there and they require assistance because they don't have the strength or to retract the footrest, all that the staff has to do is just use the lever. It's an easier, less awkward of an operation and does not involve, again, getting too close to the patients in their personal space. So we felt like these would be important differences to highlight to you. There's still time to choose one versus the other. So we thought that outlining, highlighting the differences and the trade-offs as you go from one to the other will be important for you right now. Our best interest at heart is that you have a successful use of the recliners, that you select the recliner that really works best for you. And we have offered so many different mechanisms that sometimes it really requires an in-depth explanations between the subtle and perhaps not so subtle differences between them. Thank you very much, and let us know how we can best assist you.